first carry for Darius Geis. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 31, Haskins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. John Simon able to record his 5th sack of the season.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now left side on the swing pass. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Alert, alert. Topper, topper. Quarter.
Here's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. They find some open field here. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Hey, watch this, watch this. These 2. On the rep, let's go, right here. Hey, alert. 61, match, flag,
on 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
50 to mark. Hey, it's a party.
1st and 10 at the 47.
Lamar Miller. That good for 22 and a first down. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game, and now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down.
At the 14-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
First carry for Spencer Ware. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Spencer Ware, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Through the interception in the red zone. Costly. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Watch that. Kill. These two. Watch the slant. Motion. Check three. Shit. Check. Lucky. Deuce. Hey, why they say?
They'll run on first down. It's Miller, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, check 24. Check 16. Alert. Pilot, 64, weak. Like I said.
Roethlisberger will throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That'll be caught by Cup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Set! 230. Check play 39. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Black 80! 50. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Eddie Goldman with a sack.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Well executed there on second down, so do you go back to the air on third?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
On play action, Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Second and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Roethlisberger. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Now Roethlisberger. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Snickers, 66. He don't want it. You go tight. You got tight.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Start! 180. 50. Mike 50. Snickers. Snickers. Hey! Rush in. Rush in.
Now it's Miller. Miller with 1st down and more. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. With their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st down, it's Miller. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline.
Dad! Like 80! Hey, pick your game up. You got double tight. Double tight. Four down.
On on 2nd and 15 now. Roethlisberger, throw left side, on target to Thielen. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Black 30. System, Mike. Come to my work. We want it. Come to Nickers. Now spin.
They'll run on first down. Miller. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Danielle Hunter able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Slam, slam, slam.
Second down and goal. Roethlisberger. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Danielle Hunter bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now Haskins buying time to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 45. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready. Go to base. Army.
Back to the air, Haskins after the pick six. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ryan Shazier got in that time, the first-round pick of 2014. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Set, ready. 70 ending. 39. Not here. Check 26, check 26. Kill. Same on. Kill. Turn up, run.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Here we go. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
They'll run here with Balaj. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
It's our time.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Here we go. Hey, switch gears. Jack 16. Take both of them.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On second down now, it's Miller. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Don't get nervous now.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Who that?
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the ball is knocked out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Watch. Here we go. 50, 180. Here we go. 50. 36. 7.
Throwing on second and long. Roethlisberger throwing the out route and complete. That's Andrews. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
his position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Now Balaj. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Haskins on third down. He's got his running back, Darius Geis. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Come on, QB, come on.
On the ground, it's Geis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
No gain on this defense. No gain.
From the 40 now on second down. Haskins forced out to his left. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
That was Patrick Peterson from his cornerback spot whirling in for the sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Haskins. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is third down and 12. Geis. And they will get this across midfield, but still well short of the first as he's dropped at the 46.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check tight end, check tight.
Fourth down, here's Haskins. And he'll find Galladay, that's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that will shave 1 more off this lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Now this one complete on the slant route. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's second down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's third down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They'll get this one to Cup, complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And this will hit just...
I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Masterpiece, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound us around me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bump it. What is up? I'm ready for